Despite Warner Bros. Trying to hide it, a Minecraft movie's post-credit scene may have already been revealed, and this isn't even a leak. Believe it or not, we may have already seen it in a trailer, because if you look at all 4 of these trailers, plus the behind-the-scenes video, you will see quite a few possible post-credit scenes, from ones that may seem obvious, to ones that escape the realm of Minecraft entirely. And believe it or not, the first one is actually in the very first part of the very first teaser, released 5 months ago. You see, if you go back to the meme known as the first Minecraft movie teaser that was posted on September 4, 2024, you would see this. It opens up with a green square that eventually turns into a portal into the overworld, specifically Steve's base. But if you don't overlook this could potentially be the result of a new villain opening the portal to the overworld. Imagine if, after the credits, we see the void, then the camera pans up to the end dimension, and then we see an Enderman accidentally do something that triggers a green square that spawns in on the wall. Then the Enderman tries to fidget with it, and it expands. It expands into this portal to the overworld. Then the screen cuts to black. Now, obviously, that's impossible in regular Minecraft, but it doesn't have to be like that. It could be something else that triggers the portal expansion. Perhaps it's not an Enderman, but maybe it's Herobrine. Herobrine? Yeah, you know, the famous Minecraft creepypasta that I know what Herobrine is, but he's confirmed not to be in the movie. Oh, really? That's sad. Anyway, no more potential post-credit scenes are found in this teaser, so moving on to the official trailer, because the first teaser was a prank, you can see this. Steve, Henry, and Garrett in what looks to be a cave that Steve decorated. Now, since only Steve and Henry are visible in this shot, and Garrett is only visible in this shot, it's likely that both Dawn and Natalie are there with Steve, Henry, and Garrett. But since they go on a minecart right after this finishes, this could possibly be a teaser for the sequel. Imagine if, after the credits, all 4 main characters follow Steve into his cave, and they each go on minecarts. Then Henry flicks this lever, powering the powered rails below the minecarts, and riding off into the distance. Then the screen cuts to black, and we're left with the possible beginning of the sequel, called another Minecraft movie. Now, obviously, there's nothing saying that these scenes are directly linked, but this is still a possibility. Or maybe these 3 scenes are not related at all, probably, I don't know. The next possible post-credit scene is also found in this very trailer, and it's this scene. It might be hard to see depending on your settings, but this scene takes place at night, and it consists of Garrett digging a wall with his shovel while skeletons are shooting at him. This could possibly be after Garrett gets lost in the post-credit scene. Then, at night, he gets attacked by hostile mobs. Then he digs a hole to escape them, and then strip mines with his shovel to hopefully survive. This could also be a scenario where Garrett is trying to get to Steve. Perhaps Steve told him about this tunnel, which would explain why there are torches lighting the place up, so that Garrett could use it as an emergency exit and hopefully escape from hostile mobs. That would be an entertaining post-credit scene, but it wouldn't exactly set up the next movie. It could be just a kind of joke. And since post-credit scenes are commonly jokes, like the Mario movie, this could also mean that nearly all of the scenes in the trailers could be joke post-credit scenes. But moving aside from the jokes, the next potential post-credit scene is found in the very next trailer for the NBA All-Star game. And surprisingly, I could only find one potential post-credit scene, and it's not even new. This is what I'm talking about. Here you can see a minecart with most likely Garrett in it, riding past an army of creepers. This could potentially be an extension to the second scene I was talking about, with the characters riding a minecart going into the next movie. And sadly, that's basically all I got from it, except for this. This is literally less than a second of the scene, but you can see Dawn, clearly distressed, asking why she's there. So this could maybe be a post-credit scene where she's threatened in some way, maybe by Malgosha, the villain of this movie. Well, that's my final theory for the NBA All-Star game trailer. So in the final trailer, this pink sheep could potentially be a post-credit scene, but in my opinion, it's not very likely at all, because I don't think these 4 characters without Steve would return to this very specific spot for this very specific pink sheep. And you know, the Nether isn't a post-credit scene, because we know that the piglins will in fact be the main villain of this movie, so the Nether is pretty much guaranteed to make an appearance earlier in the film. Now this clip could potentially be a post-credit scene where the ghast is attacking the village and the villagers, but it's more likely a scene in the climax when a ghast is attacking the village to threaten Steve and friends. And if you have any clips of a Minecraft movie that you think are post-credit scenes, or even scenes that you think are interesting, then share it with me. Since you can't put links in my comment section or images, you can join my Discord server and tell me about them there. Seriously, we have a really amazing community. The link to join is in the description. Of course, these are scenes that are speculated purely to be post-credit scenes that tease the next movie, but post-credit scenes don't even have to do that. For example, if you've watched Inside Out 2 before, you would know that this scene is in the credits. It's a scene similar to another scene in the first movie when Riley was sitting with her parents and eating, but in the trailer, this was treated as an actual scene, and it was nowhere to be found in the actual movie until the credits. What I'm saying is that literally any of these scenes in the trailers could be mid-credit scenes, like how Inside Out 2 was made. I don't think this will happen because it might disappoint some Minecraft fans, but it's definitely a possibility. And you might might think that's it, because we've already covered all 4 trailers. But there's actually one more thing to go over, and that's the fact that if you don't subscribe, you may never see a video like this ever again. But other than that, we also need to cover the behind the scenes video. So you might think that Garrett moving around on his skateboard in this scene could potentially be a post-credit scene after they return to Earth from the Minecraft world, but I actually think that Garrett, Don, Henry, and Natalie will want to stay in the Minecraft world at the end of the movie, because they will have a character arc that starts with them immediately wanting to escape the overworld, but at the end of the movie, they'll want to stay. Also, look at this background. Besides Jack Steve Black, you can see red mushroom blocks. This is most likely either a tree house made from a huge mushroom or a player-built mushroom house, especially since it has a window. That most likely isn't a post-credit scene. I just wanted to point that out. Anyway, this netherite sword could also be in a post-credit scene. As you can see here, this person is polishing a netherite sword. Now, obviously, this is behind the scenes, and this won't actually be in the movie in the shot, but what if one of the characters goes back to the nether, then finds a cinnamon roll, ancient debris, then they mine it, then smelt it, and use it to convert a diamond sword into a netherite one. Then they make full netherite armor, and the screen cuts to black. Now that could tease another Minecraft movie, especially since we don't see much armor or tools in the trailer at all. Steve isn't wearing armor in this scene, and it clearly exists, they're just not wearing it. Plus, if you look at these shots, you can see 4 Minecraft YouTubers make an appearance: DanTDM, Mumbo Jumbo, LD Shadow Lady, and Valkyrie. The good news is that these YouTubers are confirmed to make cameo appearances in the movie. This is most likely just in the middle of the movie, but it's also possible to be in the post-credit scenes. Also, I kind of find it funny that you can see Jason Momoa's hand around DanTDM's shoulder in this screen. Here's a random thought. You know Alex? Basically the main character of Minecraft besides Steve? Well, she's never been shown in the movie, somehow. Like if I could guess, she would be played by either Jennifer Coolidge or Kate McKinnon, but she might be shown in the post-credit scene. If you've watched any of the Sonic movies, you'd know that Tails the Fox is in all 3 of them, and that his first appearance was actually in the post-credit scene of the first Sonic movie. And if you know some basic Sonic lore, you would know that Tails is basically the Alex of the Sonic universe. Tails is a friend of the main character, Alex is a friend of the main character. And since Tails was only revealed after an hour and a half of Sonic and Eggman, that might mean that Minecraft Alex has the same situation. Maybe she could appear in the post-credit scene and tease the next movie. It would actually be kind of ridiculous if she didn't, because Alex is almost as important to Minecraft as Steve. She's technically the second main character, even though both Steve and Alex are just default skins in the actual game. With all these potential post-credit scenes that I'm speculating about, you might think that I think there will be a sequel to the Minecraft movie, and I'm gonna admit, with how it's looking right now, it isn't that likely that there will be a sequel. But come on, it's Minecraft, the best-selling video game in the world, with a giant community filled with millions of dedicated players that have been waiting for this movie for their entire lives, or I guess just 15 years, including me. This movie, unless it's exceptionally terrible, will most likely be a success, and therefore will most likely get a sequel. The sequel will most likely either be called a Minecraft Movie 2 or another Minecraft movie, but it probably will happen. If my theories are wrong and you want to tell me why I'm wrong, then you can comment about it under this video. I might not respond right away, but if you get a membership for my channel by clicking the join button right under this video, then I will heart and reply to your comments immediately after you post them. You also get other perks explained in the video that plays when you click join. Please buy it or beg your parents for it. It's only $3 a month and you can always cancel it. Not gonna lie, I really hope this movie is good, but if it isn't, then at least we have the Netflix animated series to wait for, most likely coming next year in 2026. But for now, this is the next huge project for the Minecraft franchise, and it's set to release in less than a month. I know I'll be watching it, and hopefully you will watch it too. This video is getting too long, so I'm gonna shout out my members. Shout out to Stranded Chicken and Ashboy5000 for becoming members for just $3 a month. Plus, shout out to Crafter, also a member, for just $9 a month. You can sign up for these awesome perks to get shoutouts like this, and you can cancel them at any time. If you're interested, click the join button right under this video. Now time to say popular things. Switch 2, Squid Game Season 2, California, Donald Trump inauguration, Dogman, Sonic 3, Mufasa, Mr. Beast, Beast Games, TikTok ban, SpongeBob, Red Note, Taylor Swift, Post Malone, Snoop Dogg, Roblox, Cybertruck, The Simpsons. Anyway, thanks for watching this UIT Minecraft video, and until next time, Undefeatable Army.